Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Abel Jets Virtual Group live stream. I am your host, as always, Freezing Falcon from Abel Jets Virtual Group, founder and CEO of the Virtual Business Group as well. First things first, let me try to get my microphone working here. I'm just trying to find the microphone boom. Is that what the component called? But yeah, so my memory is called the microphone boom. It's missing somewhere in my room, so perhaps if you are hearing me a bit differently, then this is highly likely because of the microphone, the stock microphone that, or the default microphone to be more precise, that my headset comes up with. Right, there we go. Bear with me for a moment, folks, please. There we go. Alright. Hopefully my voice should be a bit clearer now. I found my microphone boom. Yeah, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Abel Jets Virtual Group live stream. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are watching this live stream from. We are back in Europe, it appears to be, ladies and gentlemen, flying an aircraft that we also haven't flown in quite a while, which is the JustFlight Avro RJ series. In the, let's say, more recently updated version of it, and the recently released version of the RJ series, which is the RJ100QT, as you can see here, where the QT itself stands for Quiet Trader, which is a fictional freighter variant of the Avro RJ. Because in real life, there has been no Avro RJ-QTs that were made before production ceased in early 2000s, or in the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. The only Avro RJ/BAE-146 aircraft series that had the QT variants were the BAE-146-200 and the -300, unfortunately. So yeah, this is a fictional variant of the Avro RJ series by JustFlight. Just been released for about 3 weeks or so. Here she is in the ACES colors. ACES itself stands for Abel Cargo Expeditionary Services, which is the air freight / cargo forwarding company of Abel Jets Virtual Group, which operates a multitude of aircraft fleets, such as the RJ100QT that we are seeing here, as well as the McDonnell Douglas MD-11 freighter in the background a few moments ago. I think that was Lally or something, or someone. We'll have to check. That's definitely an ACES MD-11, as you guys probably have seen. This particular airframe is registered as Golf Alpha Juliet Quebec Tango and bears the nose name of Silvia Robertson. In this particular journey, ladies and gentlemen, we will be departing out of Denmark's primary cargo hub of Billund. We will be heading towards the Faroe Islands on the Northern Sea, which is about 2.5 hours away by air, which is also an overseas Danish territory, if I'm not mistaken, that is. We will be arriving at Vágar, I think that's how they pronounce the... Oh, I don't think that's how they pronounce the name of the location, so please, if there are any Danish or Faroese viewers watching this live stream, if you could correct me on that, I would greatly appreciate it. Because, you know, my tongue is not necessarily adjusted for pronouncing Danish names or Faroese names, that is. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, in the background there is already another ACES MD-11, and behind it I think there is another aircraft, a DHL one, because, you know, I saw some yellow colors. There we go. Let's see who's that. Alright, it's Lalu. who's flying another ACES aircraft by the looks of it. Yeah, obviously it's either Lalu or Thomas, but you know, could be someone else from Abel Jets Group. And behind it, that's someone else who's not flying alongside us in this group flight, I think. Alright, let's take some screenshots first before we head into the flight deck and set this magnificent bird up for her flight this afternoon. There we go. Okay, let's head back in now. We've got some ATC by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen. Which is always a good sign. Unfortunately, I've just powered up my laptop here and I haven't prepared anything inside the aircraft, so we'll have to be a bit quicker here. Let's increase the control speed. We've got GPU connected to the aircraft and we'll now power her up. Our flight plan itself has been filed into VATSIM. We'll be cruising at an altitude of level 300. And yeah, we've got some ATC, ladies and gentlemen, which is always a good addition. Which is always a very welcome addition. Okay. Right, first things first, now we've checked what the battery powers. We'll now connect the battery 1 and 2. And the external AC power. Got AC power connected. Good. We'll now engage the avionic masters, every one of them. It's currently the 21st of September 2021, so ground ignition will select A, brake fans to auto, anti-skid on, auto spoilers already on, lift spoilers yellow and green. Nav lights on, logo on, no smoking, auto, cabin emergency lights on. We'll do the engine fire tests and the overspeed test as well. On the annunciator panels, looks good. 2's looking good. 3's looking good. And 4 is looking good as well. Engine fire test. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. EKBI fire test. It's good. Engine and AP extinguishers looking good. Smoke detection systems looking good as well. All warnings. That is the stick shaker, or yoke shaker to be more precise. Stall warning 2 as well. Stall annunciator 1, 2. Air data test 1. It's good. Air data test 2. Good. Alright, because the weather's not currently the best, as you can see outside, it's a bit cloudy and a bit dark here. Let's try to add some instrument lightings on board, shall we? There we go, much better now. Annunciator lights test. Looking good. We'll do the pedestal lights as well, and the console lights as well. There we go. To make things, you know, a bit more having a bit more contrast. EFIS measure 1 coming on, as well as on number 2. And I will have to find the lighting panels for the cockpit panels here. Oh, sorry, for the primary instruments here. Should be these ones if I'm not wrong. Panel floodlights, there we go. It's on 1, and there is another one on the co-pilot side. Panel instruments, panel flood as well. There we go. Should be good. Alright, continuing on the overhead checks. Lights and notices, entry lights, you'll just leave it on for now. Nav on, beacon on. Flight deck temperatures auto, flight deck fan on, cabin fan on. Temperature on auto. Temperature air on, brush. Packs are off for now. Pressurization is on auto. Window heats are on. Engine engine anti-icing. Engine air switches are off, as well as the anti-ice switches. Flight deck emergency lights arm. Check the ground call. There we go. Alright, that gives the overhead. Let's now do the pedestal. Now whilst it's doing that, let's also align the IRS of the aircraft. We have the IRS mode selection knobs here, funnily enough, on the co-pilot side. FMC, pause init. We are currently at gate number 6. Strange. Okay, I'll just use the last position and wait for the IRS to align. On the other end, folks, we have some ATC by the looks of it. We've got Billund Tower, as well as Billund Radar online, which is at 119.005. That's for the tower frequency. And for the the radars just went offline, unfortunately. Alright, it is what it is then. As usual, folks, we will be opening a company frequency at 123.210 megahertz. If you want to, chat alongside us in this group flight, open the airwaves as well, VHF 2. There we go, it's now online on the right hand side as well. There we go. Set to above, transponders off for now. Brake temperature test. Looking good, as you can see. And that's it really for the pedestal. And I will do the weather radar checks as well. Set to standby. And maximum tilt, so will not fry anyone. There we go. Set the data for the FMCs.
All Billund Tower, KLM 2 to Hotel, requesting taxi.
KLM 2 to Hotel, taxi to hold point runway 27 by November Kilo.
Taxi holding point.
Fortunately, the ATIS has just gone offline as well. Currently, QH 1005 here. There we go. Catch the standby attitude indicator. PH test. It's good. LFB.
Ej, der røg Billund approach, det skulle ærgerligt.
Ja, han gik.
Oh, goodness me.
Jeg håber stadig, der er control nede i Amsterdam.
Det ser sådan ud lige nu.
There we go.
Han var på i 17 minutter, så må det ikke han stadig online, når jeg kommer derned.
Og vi krydser fingre.
Og KLM 22 Hotel ready via mic.
KLM 22 Hotel Roger, after departure mode advice view 122, that's late, wind distance 310 degrees 15 knots, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Via mic, clear for takeoff from runway 27 after departure, monitor advisory for KLM 22 Hotel, gro F for mig.
Lige med.
Jo, takker.
Funnily enough, we do not have any refueling options for GSX, so be it then. Start refueling. There we go. For the cargo itself. Yes, basically through GSX. Okay. Could be good.
Postman 62 Alpha ready for taxi.
We'll now pre-program our flight plan.
Alpha taxi via Alpha, hold short, runway 27.
Alpha short 27, Postman 62 Alpha.
Kilograms. Post in it. Company route, Echo Bravo. Sorry, Echo Kilo Bravo India to Echo Kilo Victor Golf. Not in database, that is funny. To my memory, there is a sim brief integration already for the Avro RJ, but I'm not sure where to find it. Ah, there we go. Load sim brief route. Oh, come on. Route request. There we go. Enter birth any data. Clear that. Then the data. We can't fill any of those, unfortunately, can we? Okay. Yeah, init ref performance. Cruising alpha level 300. That'll be for us.
Postman 6 to Alpha.
Zero fuel weight.
KLM Boeing aircraft. Taxi to holding point runway 27 via Alpha. Runway 27 Delta Foxtrot Kilo.
Also departing KLM, taxi to holding point for runway 27 via Delta.
35.15 tons. 0.2. Fuel's got to be 8.8 tons. Strange. Fuel reserve's got to be let me just open sim brief there. Fuel reserve's got to be 2.5 plus basically 9 makes 3.4 tons. There we go. Cruise wind's gonna be 283 at 35. 3 at 35 knots. There we go. I say deviation -1. transition altitude, I think that was 3,000 feet or something. It's usually not that high in Denmark, that is. It's each is at 3,000 feet, as you can probably see.
Apologies, I think I took a right turn rather than a left. Are you good for us to continue via Foxtrot Delta, then Kilo?
3,000.
Postman 62 Alpha, no problem. Vacate the runway by Foxtrot and then right onto Kilo, please.
Sure thing, apologies. Left Foxtrot and then Kilo up to holding for the G7 Postman 62 Alpha.
The IRSs are still being aligned.
Go up Silvia 29 with information Echo Pakistan 35 and
Departure is going to be runway 27 via the
to Edinburgh.
Rare part 2 Alpha departure.
Silvia 29, Billund Tower, Grefnode information Echo correct. Cleared Edinburgh via the MP5 Alpha departure, runway 27, squawk 044. Correction, squawk 0244.
Let's also start the boarding process, shall we? We will not be using say intentions indication because obviously we are flying cargo.
Silvia 29, repeat correct.
Oops. Have to fire up the hydraulic pumps as well, considering that we need to open the what's it called? The cargo door, the main cargo door, that is. Yeah, it's still opening, I think. Oh, is it? It's not opening. Alright. Forward packs there, side cargo, aft cargo, forward cargo as well. There we go. Alright, let's request for our departure clearance as well now. During that, we've pre-filed our flight plan into VATSIM. Our call sign is going to be ACES 4 Quebec Tango, flying an RJ100QT. Our aircraft registration is Golf Alpha Chula Quebec Tango. We have 3POB. Our seat's going to be the Rare Part 2 Alpha departure.
2 Alpha after departure, mount advice view 122
7
wind is 31 degrees 15 knots from rate 27, clear for takeoff.
27 clear for takeoff, then over to Unicorn Postman 62 Alpha, thanks, bye bye.
There goes the GSX with the LD3 cargo containers, as you can see.
Billund Tower, good afternoon, this is HS11 with you at cargo terminal, ready check.
SS11, Billund Tower, Grefnode, read you 5.
Roger, HS11 at terminal cargo MD11 request updated clearance to Vágar.
Is that
one information Echo current cleared Vágar via the airport to
tune into the H as well? Mission Echo was the latest one. Alright, the 80s is back. We currently have at 129.105, that is the 80s frequency. 129.105.
Roger, we are clear to Vágar, to Alpha departure. And 027 clock number 6477 Echo confirmed.
SS11,
this is Grafton Airport departure information Echo 1150.
SW 29
station number
facing east, 281
runway use 27. Runway 27 condition report 150. Runway condition code 6. All parts 100% dry. 1310, 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Light rain. Ceiling 700 overcast. Temperature
Power Delta in November, Kilo
H1005. This was Billund Airport departure information.
approach to Senegal.
There we go, information Echo is copied.
Delta India November Bravo Kilo Billund Tower Grefnode, cleared visual approach from 827 QNH 1005.
We're up the
1005
MCP as well.
Runway 27. Delta
And there goes the IRS aligned. The initial climb will be to 060, which is 6,000 feet, into the FMC. Sorry, to the MCP. Will now request for our departure clearance. Billund Tower, good afternoon. ACES for Quebec Tango, requesting radio check, please.
ACES for Quebec Tango, Billund Tower, go after maybe 5.
There we go. Parking 6. Roger that. ACES for Quebec Tango, aircraft type RJ 100 QT at stand number 6 on the cargo ramp. We have information Echo on board requesting IVAO clearance to Vágar as well, please.
ACES for Quebec Tango, information Echo correct, cleared Vágar by the airport to Alpha departure runway 27, squawk 0465.
Cleared to Vágar via the airport to Alpha departure runway 27, the squawk number is 0465 for ACES for Quebec Tango.
ACES for Quebec Tango, repeat correct. Delta Bravo Kilo, wind
0465 is our
runway 27, clear to land.
squawk number 0465. There we go. Transponder.
DCAS test. DCAS test. Pass.
There we go, looks good. QPW test as well.
Glide slow. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
With 27 into the ILS localizer just to give us a lateral guidance for our departure. 110.7 is the frequency. 110.7 on 1, on 2. And the course line is at 264 degrees, that'll be.
Billund Tower, SUB 29, ready for taxi.
SUB 29, taxi to holding point runway 27 via November and Kilo.
Taxi to holding point runway 27 via November and Kilo, SUB 29.
Set a situational awareness ring as well at Billund. Kilo Bravo India 264 at 25 in case that we need to return back to the airport for whatever reason. Should be drawn on the EFIS. See, rate 20 miles. A bit more. 40. There we go. There is the situational awareness ring. Heading set to 264, that'll be. Yeah, right. It's good. Checking for the terrain display. Doesn't show anything. It is what it is. We'll fire up the APU momentarily, folks. Funnily enough, Lalu is flying an MD-11 into Vágar, which I don't think the airport is capable of receiving that particular aircraft type, but you know, so be it. To my memory, the largest aircraft that has landed there was an was the 757 instead. Okay. Back to the FMC. Navrad's key not active. Roger that. We have advisory VNAV, do we? Hopefully we do have advisory VNAV. Prague. VNAV, there we go. We do have advisory VNAV. Also, it is worth mentioning the VNAV button doesn't do anything here.
A passenger stand or general aviation stand?
doesn't work in the Avro RJ because the aircraft is, you know, it has a provision for VNAV and MLS capacities for it is never equipped to the actual aircraft, so you know the MLS and the VNAV buttons here on the MCP are just there to future-proof the aircraft.
Thank you.
Flaps 18, 40,000 kilograms is it our takeoff weight. No, it should be 43.763. Boarding's completed, funnily enough. 43.7. We'll make it 44 tons.
SW29 after departure, mount advise you 122.8, wind is 3.
That is strange, we have some weight discrepancies.
Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, and after departure, we switch over to advisory 12.8, SW29, hang over.
Email.
Zero fuel weight should be, what was that? 35.15 tons. 35.150. There we go, and the fuel weight should be 8.8 tons. I know. How to synchronize the weights here?
Boarding is complete.
There we go. Should be on our weights now, 44. Strangely enough, it doesn't update anything. Gross weight's 40 tons. Should be showing. Oh, sorry, 35.150. This will be 35. 155. Sorry, 35. 150. There we go. GSX handling back to off. This goes to this. Oh no. 7 minutes. Yeah, that'll do. Company frequency, you say? Lalu, yeah. Lalu's just called us in the company frequency box again. It's at 123.210 MHz. Usage 12. Chat alongside us. Huh. Strange. Company radio checked.
10/5.
Bisa 10/5 gitu ya.
Bisa.
Makasih ya Cap udah nyempetin buat dateng.
Roger, aman saja.
Just wait for the aircraft to update its weight. Then we could do the performance calculations.
Whilst it's doing that, let's do the departure briefing, shall we? Yeah, so we are currently here at stand number 6 Whiskey, or 6, on stand 6 on the general aviation ramps, and the south apron, that is. You are expecting runway 27 for departure. Our taxi routing is going to be likely to make us cross the runway to Bravo, then to Kilo for a full length departure of runway 27. You can see there. We are expecting to depart out of Vágar, out of Billund via the Red Part 2 Alpha departure. Initial climb will be to flight level 060 or requested flight level if lower. You can see transition altitude is 3,000 feet. RNF 1 at least is required. Remain on tower frequency until 1,500 feet, then contact Billund approach. The routing for us will take us through the localized DME there, as you can see, which is for the lateral guidance, 700 feet or more, but not before 1 mile from the Lima Echo Lima localizer. Will turn right to intercept the Bravo India 367 waypoint, as you can see. The MSA around the airport reference point, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, 2,300 feet on the northern side and 2,100 feet on the southern side, as you can see. The winds are a bit strong in terms of the crosswind. We've got 11 knots of crosswind and 10 knots of headwind. We are currently below our maximum landing weight, actually, so we can return back to the airport in case that things go south. If you have engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear before V1, we will abort the takeoff, stop the takeoff, vacate the runway whenever practicable, retract the flaps on schedule, as well as speed brakes, and we'll do the after landing checks from there. In case those things were to happen after V1, we'll continue to take off, climb towards the MSA, which is, for our case, that will be we'll fly runway heading, fly to the MSA, which is 2,100 feet, that is for us, this afternoon. We'll hold that at 25 nautical mile radius from the aerodrome. We'll do left-hand turns, 1 minute legs there, before planning to return back to Billund via the same runway, which is runway 27. Primary threats for this afternoon will be pilot complacency as well as unfamiliarity with the region. Besides any of those, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Cynthia, my invisible first officer? No? Alright, that should complete the departure briefing then. On the other hand, I think they have an ADP2 here, which is required to be fulfilled, but our VNAV calculator just can't comprehend that, I think, so we'll just, use level change mode and use the MCP to guide us through the NADB procedure on departure, that is. Okay, let's check if the airport has a VOR station. Hopefully it has, so we'll have some omnidirectional what's it called, navigation capabilities, at least for the departure. Unfortunately, I don't think it has one. It has no VOR stations. Alright, so be it then. It's okay, it is what it is. I'll just wait for the oh my lord, 18 minutes! Are you joking? 18 minutes? Oh my lord. Unfortunately, I don't think we can reset this, can we? Yeah, it's already... You know, the highlight is already gone. I'll just wait for that to happen. Alright, whilst it's doing that, let's see what else we need here up top. Because the overhead panel is quite busy, shall I say, in the Avro RJ and the 146. Ah, landing altitude. Vágar should be 280 feet. That'll be. Make it 300, as you can see there. Fasten belts can come on. Do we have any checklists here? There we go, we do have one. Cockpit preparation checklist, circuit breakers, checked in radars. It's on standby actually. Electric GPU set, pedals and pedestals checked, oxygen valves and pressure. I think there is a knob that you should turn here somewhere to engage the oxygens. There we go. No? No, that's why the... we pressed the wrong button there. Goodness me, can we reset that? Hopefully we can. All. Yeah, so be it then. I thought this was like this, the switch to test the oxygen mask. It's there, down there, as you can see. Silly me. Alright, we'll be flying with oxygen panels deployed in the passenger cabin. Although I don't think we'll have any because we're flying cargo. Alright, continuing with the cockpit preparation checklist, oxygen valves and pressure on. Cockpit preparation checklist is complete, standing by for the crew at station. Checks. Gap, lalu kalau mau duluan nggak apa-apa loh. Aku tadi salah pencet tombol soalnya jadi ngeriset ulang loading kargonya.
Ya, tapi aku mau nya sama aja.
Kenapa, Cap? Kalau mau duluan nggak apa-apa?
Sama aja, ntar aku mau sholat dulu kalau gitu.
Siap. It's quite a beautiful angle here, isn't it? Yeah, we've done the departure briefing, we've prepped the FMC. We're basically done, just me being so stupid to quite literally select the boarding option there to be realistic. So we are basically restarting the whole thing, the boarding process, that is. Five more tons of cargo needs to be uplifted. We'll fire up the APU momentarily. We can also turn on the fuel pumps actually, because we're basically done with refueling. Set transfers on auto. Yeah, things are looking a-okay. Close the door as well. Yeah, it is what it is, folks. Let's see, how long can we before we can start up the APU? I think there is like a time limit here in Billund, if I remember correctly. You know, the time limit where you can where you are allowed to start your APU, but before that you are not allowed for noise abatement purposes. That is. There we go. Use of shall be limited as fast, but maybe 5 minutes before leaping apron. There we go. 5 minutes only. You know, saves fuel as well, isn't it? So it's a win-win situation. By the way, I think the weather has deteriorated like quite a bit there. The visibility has reduced. We've got overcast clouds just at 1,100 feet. Oh, it's raining actually. I think it's raining. Pak, hujan ya? Di simulator maksud aku.
Enggak sih, tapi tadi sempat hujan deh. Sekarang kok di kaca jendela aku nggak ada rintiknya.
Tapi kamu ngeliat gak visibility-nya turun banget loh?
Iya, kelihatan kok di sekelilingnya.
Interesting. I think it's raining, is it? Hujan pak, kalau dilihat di apron-nya ada rintik-rintik airnya. Come on, how long will it take?
Aku gak kelihatan sih, mungkin settingan grafik gua agak rendah.
Aman, Cap, aku juga settingan ke low. 5 more tons.
Aman aja kalau hujan, yang penting bukan kapal nurul data TOR.
Wahaya. Come on, do your job. The GSX JustFlight. I think 68%. 4 more tons of cargo needs to be loaded. 10 minutes to go. It'll be a bit late, I think. Our scheduled off-block time is at 1300 Zulu, but you know, cargo's not necessarily uplifted yet. So we're basically done, aren't we? Just waiting for this silly GSX, no, sorry, silly cargo loading mishap that we did earlier. Yeah, it's definitely raining here in Billund, Livestream. You can probably see. I hope that you are enjoying the live stream so far. Come on, we are already running an hour into the stream and we are still on the ground. Ah. Goodness me. How long will it take? Eight minutes. Does the wiper work? It's not showing any lots of precipitation, funnily enough. For engine start, we'll need to engage the ice detection system, also, as well as all of the engine anti-ice switches there, as you can see. Galley power. Come on! How long will it take? 6 minutes. Yeah, we'll fire up the APU now. 6 minutes will do, firing up the APU. There goes the APU sound. APU's up and running. APU power is available. APU's on the bus. Disconnecting GPUs. APU air can come on. Packs 1 and 2 are on. Disconnect the GPU. GPU is being disconnected. APU air is indeed connected. Packs 1 and 2 are on. You'll do the Korea station check, spins and covers on board aircraft lock, check, parking brake is set, fuel quantity and flow meters. We are clocking at 8.8 tons of fuel, or FOB that is. Pressurization is check, IRS align, FM is check, flight guidance check, takeoff data. We'll just wait for the final load sheets to arrive, then we'll click the hidden click spot there to set up our V speeds. So we are basically departing near our maximum takeoff weight. We'll just use Toga Max there for maximum available thrust. Come on, aircraft. How long will it take us to complete the loading? 3 minutes to go. Apologies for the inconvenience there, ladies and gentlemen. That a bit more. 35.5 tons, wasn't it? Our zero fuel weights. That'll be. Yap, lalu kalau mau duluan nggak apa-apa loh. Kalau mau duluan aman aja, Cap. A bit more. Few minutes remaining. One more ton to be loaded. Come on. You're almost done, we're almost done. $150 kilograms to go.
Boarding is complete.
There we go. Close the doors. Push and start. Beacon lights can come on.
Billund Cargo Expeditionary EC595 subsidiary runway 27.
Box release.
EC595 Billund Cargo
Checklist. Take off the check. Stream set. Take off briefing completed. Before engine start. Press the bells on. Vaccinate view air off. Beacon strobes. Strobes gonna be online as well by the looks of it. Check. Fuel pump set. Doors, windows closed, remove, slice, RMT gas set to transponder for now. Voyage and start checks are complete. Ready for push start. Just wait for this hook to connect. There we go. Oh, we'll need to power down the hydraulics as well for startup. My memory, we are not permitted to use any hydraulics. There we go. Billund Tower Aces, welcome back Tango, we are ready for push and start. Oh, wrong frequency. That is still on the company frequency, isn't it? Ah, silly me. There we go. Billund Tower Aces, welcome back Tango, we are ready for push and start.
Aces, full Quebec Tango, push and start approved, facing east, QNH 1006.
Push and start is approved facing to the east and the local QNH is 1006 for Aces for Quebec Tango. Start moving, shall we? To the east we go. Yeah, push back. Facing east.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Let's get moving. Set the chrono. Starting engines 1, 2, 3, 4. In sequence from 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting engine number 4. % at 2 fuel flow. Number 4 engine. We've got 4 hair dryers to be powered up, ladies and gentlemen, 4 APUs powering this aircraft. We'll also play the official Abel Jets Virtual Group safety briefing video, considering that we do not have Erica and her crewmates, so you know, we're flying cargo. And number 4 stabilized, starting engine number 3.
Hello everyone, I'm Freezing Falcon from Abel Jets Group. Welcome on board one of our aircraft that is part of our 3,000 airplane strong fleet. We're glad to be your airline for your flight today. Before we take off, please watch the safety briefing video that will be provided by our cabin crew. Enjoy.
%, and 2 fuel flow, number 3 engine. Correct set. Cockpit regarding have good engine start, you may disconnect.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
In 2013, when we made this airline, we concluded that safety is our highest priority. All aircraft already equipped with safety devices such as seatbelt, oxygen mask, and life vests.
There is.
In accordance with the International Civil Aviation Organization, seatbelts shall be used when in flight. So whenever the seatbelt sign is lit.
Number 3 stabilized, starting engine
Please
number
fasten
2.
your seatbelt by inserting the clasp to the buckle. And tighten by pulling your strap. You can undo your seatbelt by pressing the button.
There's an EasyJet aircraft that has just touched down there.
Welcome to Abel Maintenance Facility, a
Number 2 stabilized, fuel flow.
We have this big hangar which able to accommodate up to 8 jumbos at 380 at a given time. This is the proof that we never jeopardize
One more
safety.
head try to be fired up.
Also, we change the life jacket whenever an aircraft is entering our facility.
SS11 standby, number 1 for push traffic behind.
Roger, standby.
Check your receive on the right hand side, thank you very much for the service.
Take a moment to locate your
Continuing the engine start, number 2 is looking good, starting engine number 1.
Under the seat in front of you, or under the bed for first class passenger. To use the life jacket, simply take your life jacket, put it over your head, pass the strap around your waist, clip the front and tighten it.
I always forget that the Avro RJ is a quad jet, has 4 engines.
Please
20%
inflate
anti-fuel
your
flow,
life
number 1.
jacket after leaving the aircraft.
whenever the aircraft loses the oxygen pressure.
It'll take us
A
quite a
mask
long
will
time
drop
just
from
to power
above.
up the aircraft,
Put
as
it
you
on
can
your
probably
nose
see.
and tighten the strap. Oxygen will flow when you brake. Secure your mask first before assisting others.
Okay, number 1 stabilized. Music ignition on. Gen 1 on the push. Gen 4 as well.
In 2020, we're
Hydraulic
the world
pumps.
leaders in aviation by number of
Auto.
aircraft by over 3,000 airframe divided into more than 10 child company, including the Abel Pixel, Abel SAR, Abel Cosmos, Intercontinental, and many more. Also in 2020, we're the first to introduce the aviation of first Abel Jets living room.
Start power off.
Abel Premium Economy.
It's the 080
Of
actually.
business. Abel First Class.
Yeah, about 12 degrees
And
centigrade,
Abel Suite.
super right. We'll not need the engine anti-ice. Just continuous ignition, that is. Airbag on, packs 1 and 2,
Before we
back
depart,
on.
please make sure
After
all
engine start, check
baggage is
generators
secured
on,
on
brakes
the
fan
overhead
auto, hydraulics on, auto
or
protection
under the
off
seat
for now.
fine.
Air conditioning,
We've
packs
made
1 and 2
safety
on,
our
on
priority.
throttles arm.
Smoking isn't allowed
Flaps
on any
18
part of
for
the
the departure
aircraft.
set.
Please
Light
deboard the
controls
aircraft.
radio on my side.
Your
Full up.
aircraft is equipped with a
Full
life
down,
raft in
neutral,
case of emergency
full left.
water landing. Please
Full
take
right,
a moment
neutral,
to identify
rudder
your
full
nearest
left,
emergency
full right,
exit.
and neutral
The
flight
cabin
control
crew
check
is
complete.
pointing it out.
Glitter sticker received for after engine start checks complete. And below tower
We are
Ace
now
is
near
welcome back
our
Tango,
departure
we are
time.
ready for taxi.
Please switch your mobile devices into airplane mode now. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask us to our cabin crew. They will be more than glad to help you out. Thank you for choosing us, and thank you for keeping our dreams alive.
Taxi to holding
Have a
point,
very
runway
pleasant
27 by Bravo, Foxtrot, Kilo, and cross runway 27 for Aces, welcome back Tango.
This is 1-1, get way second speed to high. It's
LNAV's home. Should be moving, there we go. Tracks, ATC clearance is verified, takeoff thrust and takeoff data. Toga Max V1139, VR139, V2144, into the FCP flaps, speeds check, flaps 18 for departure. Takeoff briefing completed, configuration check. Normal. MWS. Push that in. Cabin. Standing by. Standing by for cabin. Get moving. Bravo Foxtrot Kilo. It's quite a simple taxi layout by the looks of it. Gas at the Tara. You're crossing an active runway. Clear on the left and clear on the right. TCAS back to transponder mode. Just follow along. Is that away the radar dome or something? That dome in the distance, that white dome. Looks like a military radar just by the shape of it, but I don't know.
SS11 request taxi.
SS11 taxi to 100.127 via Bravo, Foxtrot and Kilo, cross runway 27.
Roger, taxi holding point runway 27 via Bravo, Foxtrot, Kilo, and cross runway 27 for SS11.
Take a look at those 4 tiny engines, folks, powering the Avro RJ. Speed brake check. Taxi all the way out there. Come in. Just assume that cabin is secured, or that completes the selection checks. We'll remove the EFB. Pause the music for departure.
This is full Quebec Tango, are you able to immediate departure?
AFM, we are ready for immediate departure for ACES for Quebec Tango.
This is full Quebec Tango, line up and wait runway 27.
Line up and wait runway 27 for ACES for Quebec Tango.
This is full Quebec Tango, after departure, mount advisory 122, does not lead, wind is 310 degrees 13 knots, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, and after airborne, we will monitor advisory 122, decimal 8 for ACES for Quebec Tango. Thank you very much for the service, have a great one.
Yes, sir.
Tap in. It's a rolling takeoff then. thrust, Vágar.
Check thrust.
Mitigation's normal. Check.
Thrust set.
Mitigation's normal.
Billund Tower, good day. It's Scandinavian 05 Bravo, established ILS runway 27.
Scandinavian 05 Bravo, Billund Tower, Graph number day, wind is 310 degrees 13 knots, runway 27, continue approach number 1.
Go.
Continue approach runway 27, Scandinavian 05 Bravo.
Airborne.
Positive climb.
Here's coming up.
0%.
Crosswinds.
Gear up. Lights on.
Check. 800 feet, full set, level change.
Scandinavian 05 Bravo, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, Scandinavian 05 Bravo.
Climb thrust. LNAV is armed.
Yes, is 11 behind arriving Scandinavian Airbus A320, line about Vágar, runway 27 behind.
Roger, behind the traffic, Airbus 320, line up and wait behind. Just 11.
Speed checked. Flaps
Plus 0. Should be turning anytime now. There we go.
Scandinavian 123 inbound Gelba, passing flight level 250. Scandinavian 123 Billund Tower, West midday. You are currently outside of my airspace, so unfortunately I can't do much for you. I will also be closing shortly, so I recommend returning to 122.8. Returning to 122.8. Thank you, bye-bye.
Just trying to trim the aircraft out here. Unicom we go. Continue the climb to level 2, sorry, to 250 knots. Engine ignitions are still on. We're passing through cloud layers. What's the OAT? 9 degrees centigrade will fire up the engine anti-ice. Set to max climb. And off we go to Vágar, ladies and gentlemen. On board the JustFlight Avro RJ 100QT, that is. Just fire up the AP now. If we want to engage, we'll continue. Climb to level 300, our final cruising altitude for this evening's live stream. Do you have any after takeoff checks? The system checks, that is. Alright, about 6,000 feet will do that. Engine air are coming on. APU air off. Backs on and we are pressurizing. We'll stop the APU. Standby for the lights. Passing 6,000 feet already, we'll set the QNH back to 1013-2992. That is checked and set. Hopefully we'll punch through the cloud layers momentarily. There we go, out of the cloud layers, ladies and gentlemen. The nose profile of the Avro RJ is quite beautiful, isn't it? Or maybe it's just me, but you know, it does indeed look quite good on the nose profile. Continue with the music now. Considering that we've reached our safe altitude, 10,000 feet or more. Log up to 280 knots. Engine anti-ice can come off. Use ignition off. So that's basically it. We are pressurizing as well. Lights, logo lights can come off. Belts can come off as well. TCAS set to below. System check 1, soft flaps 0, clear up to RB on climb, altimeter cross check, system checks complete. Got some pretty strong crosswinds from the left hand side, as you can probably see. Let's check our best climb rate, best climb speed, that is. Get 280 to 0.66 Mach at level 240, then we'll be cruising at the speed of, at the cruising speed of Mach decimal 70, that is. Let's see if we do have any VR stations that we can tune into nearby. There is one at Rami 111 plus about 85. Go. With the radar, I'll set that to WX. That's basically it, folks. But a beautiful livery as well, isn't it? There goes flyby view of the aircraft. Take a look at the photogrammetry data beneath. That's just stunning, isn't it? Mas Crunchal Gaming, mantap bang! Good evening, Mas Crunchal Gaming. Hope you're enjoying the live stream so far. Thank you so much for stopping by, Mas Crunchal Gaming. Akhirnya kita berjumpa lagi setelah sekian lama, Mas. Terima kasih banyak sudah mampir seperti biasa. Semoga menikmati stream dari Abel Jets Virtual Group sejauh ini. Nanti kalau Mas Crunchal Gaming streaming, nanti saya mampir juga deh ke channel Mas. Semoga bisa pas waktunya lagi kosong ya, jadinya bisa lihat streamingnya Mas juga. Ditunggu Mas kapan main di VATSIM juga, biar bisa terbang bareng sama teman-teman gini di grup lain. We are now leaving the western Danish coast by the looks of it, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be heading straight towards the northern sea as we climb out of Billund. We'll be back at the company frequency at 123.210 MHz now. He's not able to chat alongside us in this group flight. Company calling.
5x5.
MD 11-nya di belakang aman?
Aman. Tapi sensitif banget ya, nggak bisa gerak dikit. Joystick atau gerak off.
Oh ya? Yang sensitif apanya? Pitch-nya gitu?
Iya, soalnya kan joystick nggak apa ya, nggak 100 position gitu. Jadi kayak ada slightly sedikit lah gitu.
Oh, I see. BTW ada cerita lucu bang, kemarin headsetku retak gitu. Kukira udah mau hancur, karena akhirnya ya udahlah kulem Alteco aja, kulem CA. Sekarang beroperasi dengan normal lagi.
Apamu retak?
Headset.
Oh.
What an interesting looking aircraft, isn't she? The Avro RJ / BAE 146. Pesawatku berat Cap, ini dia cuma bisa cruising sampai 30.000 feet doang jadinya, dan berat nanti waktu take off tuh. Pas di maximum take off weight soalnya.
Mantap.
Nah ini pas landing ntar kayaknya lebih seru, runway-nya cuma 1.700 meter kan. Terus mana pesawatku gak punya auto brake, gak punya reverse thrust.
Ya paling rumput dikit lah.
Rumput apanya, jurang anjir itu di ujung runway kayaknya.
Bahaya. Ya paling under slope aja kalau mau.
Wahaya. Kan dirimu tau yang pernah ke sana? Dia kayak jurang gitu gak sih ujung runway-nya?
Aku kemarin salah, itu soalnya aku tailwind kalau landingnya.
Interesting.
Kemarin aku tailwind 11 knot, jadi kayak agak kejeprak ke bawah pesawatnya.
Edan tailwind 11 knot. On the other hand, Scottish Control is now online, ladies and gentlemen, although I don't think we'll be crossing into their airspace.
Anginnya miring ya?
Runway di mana?
Ya ini kita sedang sedikit crosswind ya, makanya pesawatku agak miring kiri.
Oh, waktu departure tadi, ya memang agak crosswind dari kanan ke kiri kayak 10 knots.
Enggak, sekarang di atas.
Oh ya, emang ada crosswind Cap 40 knots kalau tempat aku readingnya.
Iya, pantas merah pesawat.
We are currently encountering some pretty strong crosswinds there, about 103 knots now from the left hand side. Goodness me. Cap, info crosswindnya udah nggak 43 knot lagi, 103 knot sekarang.
Bahaya.
Take a look at that, folks. 130 knots of crosswind. Goodness me. You know, Clive Bridge is, you know, quite pathetic now, about 100 feet per minute just at level 240. I mean, it's regional jet, so don't expect much. Passing for level 240 now on conversion, Mach decimal 66 for the climb. Now that's an interesting POV, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? The wing, the overwing camera, that is. Something that that I personally haven't seen before. What an interesting aircraft indeed, the Avro RJ. Especially, folks, the fact that he doesn't have any auto brakes nor reverse thrust. She purely relies on aerodynamic braking by the massive speed brakes that she has, as well as the spoilers on her wings, as well as the pure brute force of the brakes from the landing gears, the wheels, the landing gear wheels, they are. Which is just insane. Take a look at that side slip angle, ladies and gentlemen, through our platform view. This is thanks to the 103 knots crosswind blowing from the left to right, which generates that massive side slip angle that you just saw. Almost at our cruising altitude for this afternoon's live stream knowledge job at level 270, about 3,000 feet to go. Company calling.
Go ahead, company.
Info kondisi angin di belakang sana, Cap.
Crosswind 130 knot.
130, 130.
Wait. Apa aku salah baca?
Tapi masuk akal sih, aku 128 pak sekarang, gila. 128 knots of crosswind there from left to right.
Yeah, 129, 130.
Gila. Take a look at our side slip angle, folks. Our nose is currently pointing at about 205 degrees, but our aircraft is traveling on a heading of 315 degrees. That's a massive side slip angle indeed. 131 knot sekarang, Pak.
Bahaya.
Apa tuh side slip angle-nya jadi gede banget ya? Our ground speed is currently clocking at, I think it's a bit pathetic for, oh no, actually, 300 382 knots, that's not that bad, is it? Almost reaching our cruising altitude for the day, ladies and gentlemen, at flight level 300, that is. And once we reach our cruising altitude, we will increase our cruising speed to Mach decimal 70. Altitude acquire. Increase our speed to Mach decimal 70 now. All holds on. Ready to gauge. Our next waypoint is still about 219 miles. Would you look at that? Finally enough, Lalo will be overtaking us momentarily by the looks of it, considering that he's flying much faster than we are, at about 400 knots or so. You know what, Fox, the Aces livery, it blends really well with the background surrounding, shouldn't it? The bluish paint scheme that is, with the white blue skies and the deep dark blue of the oceans down beneath, of the North Sea that is. That's just quite beautiful, isn't it? We have very custom cameras here for the... Oh my goodness, I completely forgot that this is cargo aircraft. It should... means that it doesn't have any windows. Well, we have some. Strangely enough. There we go. That's the view from the left hand side of the aircraft. Funnily enough, according to VATSIM radar, we are almost halfway through our journey this afternoon. It's quite solemn now as we cruise along at flight level 300, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, unfortunately I'll be away from the keyboard for the next couple of minutes. As usual, if there is anything that goes out of the ordinary, please do let me know through the live chats. I'll be monitoring the stream through my phone. And I shall see you guys the next couple of minutes. Just put the AFK notification there. Alright, should be good. See you in a bit, folks. Alright, that did not take long. I'm now back. So let's just remove the AFK sign, and there we go. Just something regarding work, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, as we've reached our cruising altitude for this afternoon's live stream, let's now do the PA, the usual boring PA by yours truly, the founder and CEO of Abel Jets Virtual Group, that is. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board ACES flight for Quebec Tango, flying from Billund to Vágar in the Faroe Islands. Currently flying on board the JustFlight Avro RJ 100 Avro RJ 100 Quiet Trader. The weather presently is looking quite good at our destination as well as our present location at flight level 300. That is 30,000 feet above the surface level. If you ever just join us in this this afternoon's live stream, folks, don't forget to hit the like button. It will greatly help us to grow this YouTube channel. You can also share your thoughts down beneath in the live chat and in the comment section as well once this live stream has ended. It will also help us to grow the community that is supporting the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel, which we do really appreciate. If you haven't done so, folks, please also subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for free, and don't forget to ring the bell just right next to the subscribe button so you will not miss any future contents that we will make in this YouTube channel. If you want to support us financially, you can also head over to our Social Buzz page at www.socialbuzz.com/Abel Jets Group, or you can also scan the QR code that is provided on the left hand side of the live stream. And any source of financial donation is greatly appreciated. Some perks of being a financial sponsor to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel and the virtual airline itself include show names being listed in the running text beneath, and other perks that you can check for yourself through our Social Buzz page, again at www.socialbuzz.com/Abel Jets Group, or alternatively, as I've mentioned, through the QR code that is provided on the left hand side of the live stream. And I hope that you are enjoying the live stream so far, ladies and gentlemen, as we cruise along for our flight to Vágar in the Faroe Islands. And thank you for listening to my rambles. Kapal karam.
Aku lagi gabut muter-muterin pesawat.
Astaghfirullahalazim. That's the view from our right hand side wing.
BTW ini kapal autopilotnya simple banget dah. Tombolnya dikit udah.
Tombolnya cuma auto flight kan?
Iya.
Terus kalau mau nyalain auto throttle, dia klik auto flight sekali, habis itu diklik auto flight lagi buat autopilot kan?
Iya, simpel banget.
Lucu emang McDonnell Douglas tuh. Lalo was just talking about the simplicity of the MD-11's autopilot panel, ladies and gentlemen. If you remember, there is only one single auto-flight button on the center console, that is, to engage both the auto throttle and the autopilot of the aircraft. There is no AT switches, no auto throttle switches, no auto thrust switches or T10s. And to my memory, there is not even any flight director buttons to be pressed as well. There is only a single auto flight button in the middle of the console. So what you do is you press that single button once, and it will arm the auto thrust. And when you are doing your takeoff roll, you can select toga and set the takeoff thrust to about 75% or so, and the auto throttle will automatically take over the throttle system of the aircraft. And then you rotate by the aircraft, and you press the auto flight button once again, and now it engages the autopilot. Which is really interesting, isn't it? Because, you know, McDonnell Douglas and simplicity, they are not two words that go in line quite well. Especially if you've been flying the MD-80 series. Which, to my opinion, the cockpit of it has very... Sorry. Kenapa, Cap?
Apakah Anda punya niat untuk membawa sebuah Fokker 27 live streaming?
Livery-nya udah ada sih, cuma tinggal tunggu tanggal main sih, Bang.
Ya, nanti itu kalau mood udah bagus sih, melatih kesabaran.
Perkara sulit. That's the view of the right hand side engines, ladies and gentlemen, which sports 4 hair dryers, should I say, tiny hair dryers. Gak ada ATC lagi ya so far.
No.
At least we've got some agency coverage on departure today, ladies and gentlemen. About 2 hours into the stream now.
Di atas Kanada ada yang bawa kapal karam DC-6.
Lah, itu kesukaanmu kan? Yang katanya trimnya mantap kali itu.
Ya, aku harus berguru ke dia. Dia bisa terbangin.
Wah, iya lo ya. Let's see, what's our best cruise speed for our current profile. I mean, we should be on long range cruise, aren't we? Considering that we are flying for about 680 nautical miles, so let's just reduce the speed selector there. Select climb norm. There we go. There's the view from the center of the flight deck, should I say. Quite an interesting cockpit layout, isn't it?
Ada yang bawa DC-3 juga, itu kapal lebih karam lagi.
Anjir, di mana?
Di Finland bagian atas.
Oh iya anjir, itu mau kemana? Mau ke kutub utara gitu?
Gak tahu.
Interestingly, folks, there is someone flying a DC-3. There is someone flying a DC-3 on the northern parts of Norway, by the looks of it. An aircraft that is, you know, not necessarily modern, isn't it? Dirimu bisa bawa DC-3, bang?
Aku males VOR-nya sih, kalau terbang-terbang sih bisa aja ya, kalau manual.
Autopilotnya gimana tuh kalau DC-3?
VOR sama, tapi nggak tahu ya apakah dia bisa ngelok auto. Aku lupa sih, nggak pernah terbang, soalnya kebanyakan main di HP dulu.
Bahaya. Tapi apakah memang punya autopilot di DC-3 itu?
Kayaknya paling yang sederhana aja. Mungkin kayak hiding pole kan, atau enggak VOR, nggak tahu ya.
Tapi tahun 1940-an gitu, berarti autopilot itu udah diciptakan ya?
Ya, autopilot salam.
Iya.
Soalnya lihat aja, itu terbangnya dia tuh, padnya tuh mulus, nggak mungkin manual.
Bener, mulus padnya. Almost halfway 3-hour flight this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Itu kapal kalau kayak apa ya, kalau starter kayak suara engkol, apa ya bilangnya?
Angkot terbang anjir.
Tapi landingin kapal kayak gitu harus hati-hati. Dia bisa menginjakkan penerbangan.
Dia bisa kayak jengat ke depan gitu ya kalau ngeremnya terlalu kuat ya.
Betul. Kebalik pesawat.
take a look at that platform view, ladies and gentlemen. The wing aspect ratio of the Avro RJ is quite large, isn't it? The wing chord length, both at the roots and the tips, they are not that long, are they?
Information Vágar runway in use, flight radar, runway 30.
Roger, Cap, thanks for the update. Laluj was just updating us with the current active runway at Vágar. Currently using runway 30 according to flight radar 24 data, he said. An interesting thing about the aircraft, about the airport there at Vágar, ladies and gentlemen. Although the airport is, not necessarily massive, the runway is even just at 1,700 meters long, give or take, as you can see here. 1,800. It does have an ILS. See? Interesting this is. Keren juga ya bandara ininya yang di Vágar. Dia kecil gitu tapi ada ILS-nya.
Iya sih. Kalah tuh yang apa kemarin.
Yang di Himalaya itu, yang landingnya muter.
Iya. Tapi itu nggak mungkin ada ILS ya. Terlalu steep.
Iya, terlalu steep itu. Lalo was just recalling our journey a few weeks ago when we flew from Paro in Bhutan to Leh in the Indian Himalayas. That was, the approach was very challenging to say the least, considering that we needed to do a U-turn on a very short final with very high terrain surrounding us, and the airport did not have any charts published. It did not have any waypoints, RNF waypoints published as well. We needed to create custom waypoints with, coordinates being inputted into the aircraft's FMC. You can check that live stream out. I think that was like 3 weeks ago. It's titled The Himalayas, if I'm not mistaken, from Paro to Leh. Tadi gimana, Cap? Sorry, can you please repeat?
Bedanya Victor sama Zulu ILS 30.
Aku belum ngecek sih, Cap, tapi aku biasanya pakai yang huruf paling bawah, langsung Zulu gitu.
Roger.
Hit cruising at pathetically just about 370 knots of ground speed in a jet-powered aircraft, that is showing. In a quad jet, that is, to be more precise. Yeah, here we are cruising at a pathetically low speed. But hey ho, it is what it is. I won't really complain. And with the wide blue skies and the wide blue ocean down beneath it, the view is just stunning. The aircraft is named Beauty, quite traded. Supposedly, the the engines of the Avro RJ and the BA-146, they are of the gear turbofan types, if I'm not mistaken, which has this sort of reduction gearbox connected from the turbine all the way to the front fan that is powering the engines, therefore reducing the RPM, or the revolution of the speed of the engine's revolutions, therefore reducing the noise levels generated supposedly. And that's just out of my memory. If you could cross-check that or check the actual statistics on Wikipedia, or other resources that may be different as well. And take a look at that angle. That's just beautiful. Let's see, do we have any VR stations nearby? Because I don't think so, but if there is one, then at least we can, you know, calibrate our navigation systems, our IRS. Just some NDBs over the North Sea, but looks a bit for the oil rigs, I think they are. The offshore oil rigs. But can we tune to any of them? Let's set it to the flight deck and, you know, try and find out. Yes, we do have ADF by the looks of it. Where are we currently? There we are. We've got 434 Martin Lynch Alpha at 434 megahertz, I think this is, or kilohertz perhaps, because this is a, you know, HF radio system, high frequency only, 434 that is. The other station we are closest to is 388 Kilo Yankee Imperial Alpha 388. Hopefully they'll pick something up. Yes, they do. See? They do pick something up. Because the ADF bearing being pointed on the EFIS navigation display. Company traffic reporting winds near waypoint Gunpa, currently 41 knots of headwind.
Roger. Commander, please.
Let's put in our arrival procedure into the FMC, shall we? So we are expecting to arrive through the ILS Zulu runway 30 by the looks of it, because it has a connecting waypoint through the Robert transition. Although the airport itself doesn't necessarily have any sort of stars, as you can see. mean, I don't think it needs to have a star. I don't think it needs one, because you know, not that crazy as well. I think. Rover transition for the Alice Zulu approach. Runway 30. Rover transition. Execute that. The localizer frequency is gonna be at 110.3. With a final approach course of 302 degrees. Take us on 1 and on 2. Should be good. We are currently about 193 miles from altitude, as you can see there. The transition level, where do I put it? Well, let's just put in the SA rings here, shall we? Kilo. If we could do this Boeing style, then it'll be Romeo Whiskey 30, I think. Yeah, 30. Yeah, we can't do that. Alright, it'll be Echo Kilo Victor Girl 302 at 15. At 10 and at 5. Those are the situational awareness rings done. Should be good. Two and a half hours into the stream now that is showing. quite serene, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Cruising along flight level 300 with the white blue skies and the deep dark blue ocean surrounding us in the blue colored aircrafts. Flying majestically through the crosswinds, or headwinds to be more precise, that we are currently facing. Do we have any ATC stations nearby? We have one actually at Bergen by the looks of it. It's also got an ATIS. Try to tune into their frequency for a bit just to check you know, their present weather conditions. 125.250, that is.
Like a showers of rain. U.S. cumulative Edmund 2001. 30 scattered 4,100 feet. QNH1005. Temporary. Wind 330 degrees 20 knots. Maximum 309.
Is that the northern Scottish Islands?
2.7.
Are they?
Remark.
Not really sure.
200 feet to 30 degrees 3 knots.
58 knots of it with the early showman.
Frequency 12.8. Digital wind information echo. 420 expecting LS-50 approach. Runway 35. RTR runway 35 at 140 Zulu. Runway 5/5/5. 100% west. Transition level length 5. Remove clearance request by Valley. For contact, ground 121.9. Wind 340 degrees 149. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Light showers of rain. Clouds.
It's currently raining in Bergen by the looks of it. Let's let
Scattered at 4,100 feet. QNH1005. Temporary. Wind 30 degrees 20. Maximum 30. Showers of rain. Temperature 2.7. Remark. Wind 1,200 feet. 30 degrees 3 knots. Wind Passing 1,500, monitor straight frequency 122.8.
Because the 8 is at Bergen in Flesland.
1420.
Back to the company frequency now. Because the iconic iconic shape of the Avro RJ/BAE 146. And there goes another flyby view of our aircraft. And the side slip angle from the platform view here, ladies and gentlemen, it has reduced quite significantly than, about 30 or 40 minutes ago, when it was very massive. But when it was completely massive, considering that we had very strong crosswinds up to 130 knots or so earlier. Take a look at that view. Also got some contrails from another aircraft flying in the background. Take us out TOD coming in at about 100 miles or so. As usual, at about 80 miles from TOD, we'll do the arrival briefing. Let's also tune into the VR station at Vágar. One. No, it doesn't have one. It's only an NDB station. 348, that is. 348. Yeah. 348 and 337. We'll definitely use full flaps for landing here, considering the runway is just 1,800 meters long and we are fully laden currently. Interestingly enough, there is a Palita Air Surface Airbus A320neo already parked at Vágar. I'm wondering why that aircraft gives all the way up here from Indonesia, flown by yours truly, the corporate president of Abel Jets Virtual Group. What's it doing here? Palita Air. Ini Palita Air ngapain sampai ke sini?
Ini ceritanya lagi field trip, Pak.
What are you doing all the way up here? Because the
lagi field trip, Bro.
Walah weh, kenapa baru nongol di situ? Tidak join dari bandara lain. Gak landing berarti dia.
Baru nyampe rumah, Bro.
Walah weh.
Saya nungguin penumpang transit.
Alright folks, about 80 miles from TOD, we'll do the arrival briefing, shall we? So, we are expecting to use full flaps for landing, considering that we are fully laden with cargo. We'll be barely within our maximum landing. No, we are within our maximum landing weight, but we are barely approaching. No, we're barely approaching. We are nearing our maximum zero fuel weight load limit. That is just to be noted.
Walah, ada pelita rupanya.
Makanya nyasar jauh banget. Our destination does not have any stars by the looks of it, but at least it has a nihilist approach. The localizer frequency at Vágar, as you can see, is at 110.3 MHz with a final approach course of 302 degrees. The platform altitude is going to be at 4,000 feet at 10 DME from the Mike Foxtrot localizer. The MSA around the Mike Yankee NDB. I unfortunately don't know how to pronounce this. Ignace? Hopefully that is correct. We'll just refer to it as Mike Yankee. It's 3,600 feet on the eastern side, 4,000 feet on the northern side, and 2,900 feet on the western side. Localizer frequency, we've discussed about that 110.3 MHz. On the final approach course will be at 302 degrees. We'll be taking the Robert transition there at 22.1 nautical miles per the Mike Foxtrot localizer. Caution, procedure is in an airspace classified as Gulf. Adhere strictly to procedure due to high terrain. As you can see there are many fjords and mountains and hills surrounding the aerodrome. Expect moderate to severe turbulence. On approach, flight slope fluctuation may occur, especially between 3 to 60 ME. Impact may vary depending on aircraft type. Localizer not to be used outside 10 degrees of either side of approach course. We are currently flying, the glide slope is going to be quite a steep one, folks, at 3.5 degrees, which is to be noted. We are category Charlie aircraft. The minimum will be 680 feet plus 40 makes it 720 feet. The RVRs for our conditions should be for all operational equipment 1,700 meters or more. In case of a misapproach, we'll climb on the localizer course 302 degrees upon passing 0.1 DME, turn left with a maximum speed of 185 knots, striking 291 degrees, climbing to 3,700 feet. Enjoy the Mycomb holding. We will then try to fake it runway as soon as practicable and park at the stands. Caution in connection with strong southwesterly winds. Strong whirls may be created, which will affect approaches to runway 12 and departure from runway 30. These whirls occur especially in the area around 2 DMESF and 3.5 DMESF. That's the other the other localizer, I think. During the same wind situation, strong whirls may be created at a short final onto runway 30, which is to be noted. Primary threats for our arrival this afternoon will be pilot complacency as well as unfamiliarity with the region. Besides any of those, do you have any questions, comments or concerns, Cynthia? No? That should complete our arrival briefing then, and now I have control of this aircraft. As I've mentioned earlier, unfortunately the Avro RJ does not have any VNAV capabilities. As you can see, the VNAV button is basically inoperative as well as the MLS button. So what we'll do, we'll just use the, good old VS mode to put the aircraft down. Just reached about 80 miles or so. Localizers are set. Do we have any descent checklists that we need to complete? Preparation for approach only. Oh, no, this is not the approach checklist, just preparation for approach by the looks of it. Deep approach. Do we need that? Yes, I think we need one because we are we will be using the steep approach mode because the glide slope is set at 3.5 degrees. Preparation for approach checklist, let's just do that. Now I have a check. Actual fuel is currently looking at about 5.2 tons. That is check landing data. VRF is going to be 124 knots plus 5 makes it 129 knots. Landing flaps, we'll use flaps 33 for landing with steep approach set. Pressurization set to 300 feet last time I checked, as you can see. And we are pressurizing, and the approach briefing is complete. Preparation for approach checklist is complete. We'll hide the EFB again. And we'll wait for our aircraft to reach our TOD momentarily. Policy monster share from TOD. 36 according to the FMC. Let's check our charts here for our best descent speed. To 90 knots up to MMO. Should be good. You're almost there, Lily Sherman. Almost 3 hours into the stream also.
Aku baru sadar ini landasan pendek banget ya.
1800 meter doang, Pak, dan ada MD-11 mau landing ke situ.
Ujung kiri, ujung kanannya langsung laut loh. Jadi bisa jadi karam betul.
Nah itu, nggak tahu tuh yang bawa MD-11 kok nekat banget dia.
Simulasi kapal karam kah?
Kapal kargo Banyuwangi sih kayaknya.
Bisa jadi, bisa jadi. Dilihat dulu ya, nanti resultnya apa.
19 to go. You know what, we'll just go directly to the platform altitude at 4,000 feet, considering that we don't have any ATC coverage. Almost at TOD. 10 to go. Arming VS. 4,000 feet or more at Rover by the looks of it. Buset, headwindnya jadi 100 knot lagi sekarang. More strong winds, as you can see, for 101 knots. That is just insane. Theory reached. Down we go. Copy the traffic aces for Quebec Tango, now on top of descent. There goes the iconic lion logo of Abel Jets Virtual Group. About 10 minutes to go. $30,000 feet.
Company traffic, just 11 and top of descent.
Check the current weather conditions. Rate showers of rain. QH1021. Company traffic. ACES Walkie Back Tango reporting weather conditions at Vágar. Currently QH is 1021. Vágar information through the meter. Winds at 330 degrees at 11 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Light showers of snow. Clouds broken at 3,100 feet. Temperature 07 degrees Celsius. Dew point 03 degrees Celsius. QNH 1021. Broken clouds at 3,000 feet. Winds skied at 310 at 116 knots.
Copy, thank you.
10,000. We'll lower our descent rate now. You only need to be level at Foxtrot 30 Zulu for the 4,000 feet mark there.
Company traffic at just 11 expecting for make some holding for lowering the landing weight.
Terlalu berat ya guys. Should dikasih above. Dump our speed to 250 knots. Pause the music for arrival as well. We're at 10,000 feet or more. Loading preparations. Let's help the aircraft decelerate. With the massive speed brakes that the Avro RJ has in the tail section, as you can see there. Switch to Unicom now. Do you have any speed limits at Rover 1990 knots, really? Doesn't say so. We'll just slow it down to 230 knots then, for safe measures. Help the aircraft again with the massive speed brake. Cabin crew 10 minutes to landing. About 8,000 feet or so, QNH 1021. That is set. This is 200 knots now. Passing 7,600 feet, checked on 1, 2 and 3. That is checked. Firing up the APU now. Continuous ignition on. DM is active, localizer is active, localizer is alive. APU power is now available, APU is on the bus. APU air can come on. Engineer can be switched off, all of those. Localizer is alive. Back to Toga. Set to 20 miles. It's only the after landing checks now. Take a look at that view, ladies and gentlemen. That's just beautiful, isn't it? Glide slopes alive. Select our localizers captured. Lock star. We are on Unicom. Or are we? Yes, we are. 7.20 DME. Approach course 302 degrees. Set. Vágar traffic. ACES walking back Tango is established on the localizer runway 30. We are 18.5 DME. Vágar traffic. Almost there, folks. There goes the Faroe Islands surrounding us with the fjords and the hills and the mountains, as you can see. Got some windmills as well by the looks of it. Very interesting. $4,000 feet. Should be intercepting the glide slope anytime now. The misapproach altitude will be at 3,700 feet as discussed earlier. And remember folks, the runway is short, just at 1,800 meters that is, so we're not aiming for any kinds of smooth landing. A positive landing, it'll be quite more realistic, should I say. Hey, take a look at that view. That's just gorgeous, isn't it? Got some yachts as well, speedboats. Flaps 1 please. Flaps 18 to be more precise. VRF's gonna be at 127 knots. There goes the runway, already inside.
Glide slope alive.
Glide slope alive, checked. Minimums, we forgot about that. DH should be 425, no, 445 that'll be. 445 feet. Crawl that up. 445 feet. That'll do. Flaps 24 please. 127 on VRF. Set.
Glide slope capture.
Check.
Speed checked. Gear down.
Steady by for landing gear. Glide slope captured. Almost there, folks. Cabin crew, CS for landing, please. Cancel. You can see the winds are getting a bit stronger with the what's it called, the wind shear as well. Flaps 30 please. Those fuels are just absolutely stunning, aren't they? Five miles on the DME, gears coming down. Flaps 37 for landing. Letting gears down, 3 green, and locked. Down and locked. Letting checklist, there is none, but let's assume that it is complete. Letting checklist is complete. TRP set to Toga Max, as you can see. We're basically, yeah, done. Vágar traffic, Aces walking back Tango is on short final runway 30 Vágar.
Stop landing.
At 1000 feet we'll disconnect our automatics as usual. Now take a look at that wind shear, folks. Like just over that ridge, and our aircraft was thrown quite a little bit. About 1000 feet now, disconnecting autopilot have control. Autopilot disconnected. I have control. Bit high. Remember that this is a 3.5 degree glide slope approach. The runway is very short indeed, and there is a plunge just at the other end of the runway, so if we don't stop on time, we'll definitely take a swim.
500.
Check.
Minimums.
Continue. Strong crosswinds on final.
Malam landingnya company.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Take a look at that. Touchdown.
Pressure checked. Spoilers, yellow, green.
Oh, this me. Maximum braking.
60 knots.
Back. Down we go. Down we go. Woo! Bounced a little bit, but hey ho, we made it safe and sound. Vágar traffic, runway 30 has been vacated, reporting very strong wind shear on final Vágar traffic. Be careful, Cap Lalu.
Watch yourself.
After letting checks, weather radar set back to standby, maximum tilt. APU is already on. Gust locks, air brakes coming in. Radar still just set to off. APU is on. Flap 0 after letting checks complete. Company traffic, hati-hati Cap Lalu itu pas short final nanti tahu-tahu dapat 20 knots dari kanan. Habis itu pas kayak 50 feet or less tahu-tahu jadi tailwind. Terus wind shear.
Roger.
I don't really want to take a look at our landing rate. It's gonna be trash, basically. Just take stand number 2 next to Lalu. Sorry, next to Thomas. Oh, 4, I think that's it. That is, yeah. Stand number 4. Can we create some cross-end slides, please? Take a look at the view, ladies and gentlemen. The scenery is just absolutely stunning. View on the bus.
Lalu RCF landing, hati-hati di karang.
Stop here. Where is that guy? Is he on short final already? Yes, he is. Let's play spot him first, I suppose. We overshot the taxiway there. Sorry, the stop line, but GSX there being GSX.
Traffic, just one short final runway 30.
Safe landing gap. Alright, let's see. Jonas Feister, ICRJ, I like. Thank you so much, Jonas. Thank you so much for dropping the like and stopping by in our live stream. Hope you are enjoying it so far. Alright. Where is Lalu? There he is. Let's see if an MD-11 can make it here to Vágar.
Anginnya bumper loh ya.
Told you so. Strong wind shear on final cap, be careful. Just disengage on motion blur. Unfortunately, my model matching for the MD-11 does not have its landing gears modeled. Because, you know, Lalu's flying an ACES livery that is not available for FSLTL or AIG traffic, so this is just basically the GFDI MD-11 being pasted on as the model matching. Take a look at that side slip angle. Almost there. Over the threshold. Whoa, that was close. Whoa. Bouncing a little bit, down he goes. Down he goes, down he goes. Mantap.
Mantul.
Kapal karam.
And again, folks, just like us, it did not need the whole runway to land there, interestingly. We were on maximum braking when we touched down, but I don't know for the MD-11. Alright, let's power down our aircraft. We do have APU on the bus already. Just checking, yes we do. APU gens also on, we can power down the engines now. Correct. Reset, get 1 and 2. Pumps off, BTU off, AC pumps coming off, DC pumps also coming offline, fuel pumps off. Packs are still on, that is okay. Ice detection switches can come off, bells can come off, beacon strobes off. No smoking signs off, wing lights off. What else do we need? Brakes are set. Transponder to standby 2000. Let's see. Brake temperatures, yeah, clocking at about 200 to 300 degrees centigrade there. Not bad at all. Right, parking checks, park brake set, slides.
Pushing back facing to the north.
Hold on, before he pushes back, let's take some screenshots, shall we? Stand by bentar Pak, mau ambil foto. Halah, udah mundur dia.
Ah, nggak di briefing, udah mundur.
Yeah, this will do. Take a look at his nose. Crossing over the road and almost into the terminal there. Okay, continuing with the parking track, slides disarmed, shocks are set, brakes are released, port packs ground. Actually have to power up the hydraulic pumps again just to open the cargo doors. Transponder 2000 standby hydraulics. We'll skip that, generators off and reset, air conditioning's on. We'll connect the GPU momentarily, engine shutdown, perform fast belts off, external lights are off except for the what's it called, the local lights. Brake fans as required, fuel pumps, we'll turn all of those off once we get the APU disconnected. Ignition should be off. As protection, the heaters all are coming off. Parking checklist is complete. We'll now connect the GPU to the aircraft. We have GPU available, connected, APU gen off, 2 pumps coming off, box 1 and 2 off, APU air coming off as well, power down the APU. That's basically it. Hydraulics. Power them down. Yeah, they are done basically. Alright. FD's coming off. Reset the MCP. I wonder if the Windwing DAP3 autopilot panel works with the RJ here, considering that the autopilot panel is almost exactly identical to that of the 737. Knots. This we put at 360 degrees, and the altitude we reset that to 10,000 feet, just like in the Boeing. There we go. Brakes are released. Okay, we are done basically. So request reporting. And I think Thomas is ready for a taxi already, as you can see. Yeah, thank you. By the looks of it, there is also someone else coming in to land into Vágar on a short final now. Let's do some more plane spotting then. No, not you, sorry. There we go.
Vágar traffic, Faroe Islands 453 on a 12-mile final, runway 30, Vágar traffic.
There he goes. Someone else is coming to land, by the looks of it.
Vágar traffic, please dash 194 holding position until the arriving traffic enter the gate. Vágar traffic.
The view is just beautiful, isn't it? Or better, just for, you know, screenshot taking purposes, we'll set these to ultra. There we go. This A320 has came all the way from Indonesia to the Faroe Islands. Goodness me. That is a long way indeed. We will now wait for that Airbus A320 Neo to land. I think he's from the final or something. Just wait for him. Yep, he's indeed on a short final. Be somewhere around there now. Hopefully should be any time now.
Angin di sini kayak beneran angin muter-muter gitu.
I told you so.
Ada angin dari bawah nggak tadi?
Nggak tahu, nggak sempet lihat.
Siapa tahu ada angin dari bawah.
Kayak di game sebelah ya.
Dikasih blower gitu.
Kalau di JustFlight soalnya itu anginnya bisa dari bawah Pak, lalu bisa disetting anginnya tuh vertikal dari bawah ke atas aja. Des.
Jadi pesawatmu literally keangkat dari bawah.
Des. This guy's approach is much more steady than ours, isn't it? See? Slow and steady. Yeah, it's definitely much more steady than us. More stabilized as well. Over the threshold. Oh, slamming it to the ground as well. I mean, you can't really do smooth landing here. And that is the Atlantic Airways A320neo, ladies and gentlemen, which is the flag carrier of the Faroe Islands. With a beautiful livery as well, as you can see. Wih, ini Atlantic Airways itu yang dulu di JustFlight nggak sih Pak Thomas liverynya? Ada ya dulu.
Sesuatu. Emang ingat sesuatu di JustFlight.
Itu dia. Kalau in real life kan dia flag carrier-nya Faroe Islands.
Iya.
Down it goes.
Traffic 3294 testing to runway 3, testing and backtracking runway 30 after the following traffic. Roger.
Don't have any parking stands, do we? Siahaan, kamu kayaknya slow mode dulu mundur gak sih? That is some wise flight stuff. Walau jadi JustFlight.
Udah ditungguin malah lewat situ dia. Bahaya.
Bahaya lu ya. Tukeran guys.
Gimana AMC-nya ini?
Or let's take some screenshots with the Atlantic Airways A320neo. before we then terminate our live stream this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or this evening to be more precise now. Taking a look at the size of the Avro RJ, folks, it's just tiny even compared to even the A320.
Ini slope runway-nya ngeri juga ya, nggak kelihatan runway-nya pendek atau panjang.
Bayangin kamu landing di situ, Pak.
Saya merasa.
Alright, let's play spot Thomas's departure before we then terminate our stream this evening. There he is. Still backtracking the runway by the looks of it. Flying the Phoenix A320, I suppose. There he goes, Manflex SRS runway. Oh no, Mantoga should be, I think. Mantoga SRS runway. Auto thrust blue.
Flight.
Mantoga SRS runway, auto thrust blue. There he is. V1 and rotation. Off he goes.
Wah, cakep banget, bro.
Kamu set itunya loh, train quality-nya ke ultra, Pak. Coba.
Takut meledak laptopku.
And with Thomas's departure out from Vágar, I think we can slowly conclude this evening's live stream. First things first, I would like to deliver my gratitude for the awesome VATSIM Scandinavia ATC officers, ATCOs, namely Artem and Oliver Rasmussen, for their outstanding ATC service when we departed out from Billund. On the other hand, I would also like to thank Thomas Cook 221, Corporate President of Abel Jets Virtual Group, and Lalu, First Officer at Abel Jets Virtual Group, for attending this evening's group flight. Thank you so much for joining, and I wish you all the best of health, and hopefully we'll see each other again in the visual skies in the next live stream, I suppose. Hopefully. Before you leave, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to hit the like button on the live stream. It will greatly help us to grow this YouTube channel as well as the community that is supporting it. Share your thoughts down beneath in the live chat as well as in the comment section once this live stream has ended. You can also share this live stream with your friends and colleagues in case that you want to do so. If you haven't done so, folks, please also kindly subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for free. And don't forget to ring the bell just right next to the subscribe button, so you will not miss any future contents that we will make in this YouTube channel. If you want to support the Virtual Business Group financially, you can also head over to our Sociabus page at www.sociabus.com/AbelJetsGroup, or alternatively, you can also scan the QR code that is provided on the left-hand side of the live stream. And any sorts of financial donation will be greatly appreciated. Some perks of being a financial sponsor to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel and the virtual airline itself, including your names being listed on the running text beneath, and other perks that you can check for yourselves through the Sociabus page, again at www.sociabus.com/AbelJetsGroup, or alternatively through the QR code that is provided on the left hand side of the live stream. And with that, folks, I think it concludes this evening's live stream. Again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are watching this live stream from. Stay tuned also with the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for our next stream. Hopefully next Friday, the usual time, 1200 Zulu or 1900 UTC +7 if you happen to live in Southeast Asia or particularly in Indonesia. Yes, take care, ladies and gentlemen. This is Freezing Falcon from Abel Jets Virtual Group signing out. Thank you so much for keeping our dreams aloft. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye-bye.
It all started with a dream to connect the world, bring people closer together, as well as to diversify and unite the virtual skies. The day dawned crisp and clear at Honolulu International Airport. A maiden flight was going to take action.
Honolulu delivery, Abel 100 at seating 01, with information Alpha requesting IFR clearance to Hilo. Abel 100, Honolulu delivery, you are cleared to Hilo via Pale 3 departure, runway 04 left, squawk 1112.
Hilo ground, Abel Link 221, ready to taxi.
Abel Link 221, taxi Link point runway 26 via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to Link point runway 26 via Echo Alpha, Abel Link 221.
Abel 100, wind 22 degrees at 5 knots, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 right, Abel 100.
Our founders have their legacy etched upon the horizon. Gaining wisdom from the past, it was then time for the next generations to put their own footprints and leave their legacy in the virtual skies. A new era was about to begin.
all of us in flight simulation communities.
We are wishing Abel Jets Group
Happy 10th anniversary.
Happy 10th anniversary.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories when everything was as fresh as the bright blue skies. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stand too long, I'd probably break down and cry.
Thank you for keeping our dreams aloft. Here's to another 10 years of making progress to connect the world. To the skies, stars, and what lie above all of them. Our real journey has just begun.